Normal wrestling matches that have great build-up and chemistry between the two wrestlers is sometimes all you need. But everybody enjoys a good Hell in a Cell, Elimination Chamber, or a TLC match. Even an Iron Man match could add value to the two wrestlers in the ring. Let's go ahead and dive in and look at some of the shittiest match gimmicks in pro wrestling history. So here are the top 10 worst gimmick matches. At number 10, we have the Punjabi Prison. This was a match almost specifically made for the Great Khali. But if we take a look at the history, Great Khali wasn't even in the first one. Instead, they replaced him with the Big Show, even though they advertised the Great Khali. His liver enzymes were all fucked up, so they had to pull him from the match. And then they made the Big Show fight The Undertaker. Now, what made it so bad? The audience couldn't see shit. It looked horrible in the live arenas, and the Punjabi Prison itself didn't make noise, and it didn't look or sound impressive at all. But I have to put this on number 10 on the list because we did get some entertaining spots from it. For example, the one where Randy Orton throws one of the Singh brothers from the top, making him crash through the announce table. Now that's a far drop. And at number 9, we have a chairs match.
Give me a hell yeah! What?
Yeah, you heard it right. A match where you can use chairs. I don't understand the appeal of this. They've been using chairs in the WWE since the dawn of time. And a match where chairs are just legal sounds really silly. It could just be a hardcore match, a non-DQ match, or an Extreme Rules match. Vince was just money hungry and wanted something to sell. In a ladder match, you have to climb up and get the championship. In a tables match, you have to slam your opponent through the table. But what the fuck is the point of a chairs match? Now coming in at number 8, we have a pole match. Whether it's a nightstick on a pole, brass knuckles on a pole, or a kendo stick on a pole, or the other 50 stupid variations, it's just not exciting. Now, you can either retrieve what's on the pole to win, or use that as a weapon to win. Depends on the match. I mean, they even had a paddle on the pole. It honestly surprises me what this man can think of. This is definitely something he woke up and he was dreaming about, and he needed to make it a reality. At number 7, we have a body slam match. That's it. First person between these two who would body slam each other wins. It makes no sense because these two actually had some crazy spots. Why are we putting two big men out there just to see who would body slam the other first? And coming in at number 6, we have the famous Blindfold Match. This is some straight up Looney Tunes shit. Not to mention, it would be pretty dangerous for wrestlers to take bumps while blindfolded. It kinda defeats the whole purpose of being a pro wrestler stumbling around slowly and having to wrestle a match blindfolded. But for some reason, WWE keeps booking these blindfold matches. But fans have had enough, hopefully we don't have to see any more. At number 5 on the list, we have the Catch as Catch Can match. Yeah, the Catch as Catch Can match. Say that 3 times fast. Now, what this match is, it's like the Royal Rumble and Billy Kidman and Dean Malenko are the last two. They weren't allowed to exit the ring. It sounds a little interesting-ish, almost like they're kind of trapped. But I mean, a steel cage match would have sufficed. These two were no strangers to each other. They've had countless of matches together, so even though the speculation was weird, fans had hope. Until Dean Malenko accidentally exited the ring 2 minutes into the match, and then when he got back into the ring, the ref had no choice but to call it off. Huge accidental botch by Malenko, and it was just super awkward to watch. At number 4, we have the Tar and Feather match. Kind of like the medieval Tar and Feather, but you know, without the whole medieval aspect of it. The wrestlers did live on. They just kind of looked silly. The point of the match was you poured the sticky substance on your opponent, aka tar, and then you put feathers on them. But for some reason, this match was actually super popular down south, down in Smoky Mountain Wrestling. And now here's a rare picture of The Undertaker actually participating in a tar and feather match. Now you can go ahead and scratch that one off your bingo list. Number 3, a Hogpin match. The whole point is to throw your opponent into the Hogpin. Triple H versus Henry Goodwin was the first ever one they had, and eventually Henry Goodwin got the upper hand on our beloved Triple H. And what fucking asshole throws a bottle at your head after you're covered in pig shit? But anyways, this wasn't the only Hogpin match. Santino Marella would have one against Vicky Guerrero as well, and I honestly don't know why they would even have this match. Sure, it's a little bit of comedy, but let's just call it a segment. There is no need to have it as a match. And number 2 on the list, we have an eye for an eye match. This match was just so unbelievable. Rollins injures Rey Mysterio's eye, Dominic gets involved, they try to injure Rollins' eye together, and that's when Rey Mysterio declares an eye for an eye match, where the point of the match is the first person to gouge the other guy's eye out wins. And they tried numerous ways, as you can see here, but I guess the steel steps are the safest way to take your opponent's eyeball out in the WWE. Rollins wins the match and starts walking to the back, and it pans over to Rey Mysterio's eyeball. Like, look at this thing. Like, who's actually gonna believe this here? And then of course Rey Mysterio in 2025 has both his eyes. The WWE doctors are probably some of the best, huh? And finally, at number 1 on the list, the Kennel from Hell match. I mean, it looks really neat. A steel cage inside of a Hell in a Cell, but it was dog shit. No, actually, these dogs shit all over the floor. See, they were there to guard if the opponent walked out of the cage, and they were supposed to be fierce. But look at this thing, what's it gonna do, cuddle you to death? Everything in the match just went south. The dogs didn't care about the wrestlers, they weren't scary looking, they shit all over the place. Eventually, Al Snow swiftly exited through the door before Big Boss Man got the chance to get out, and that's probably the worst gimmick match WWE will ever have.